please don't rely totally upon AI, because AI can make mistakes. Yes. AI artificial intelligence is a very good thing, but it can make mistakes. Let me show you a mistake that I was asking AI some questions and I saw a mistake. And I'm telling you, sometimes when I reference AI, what it takes me is unbiblical. So don't put all your trust and hope in artificial intelligence. Say the word of God for you to be what approved, so that you don't be ashamed of yourself. Don't just rely totally upon AI. Listen very carefully. Let's watch. I asked something concerning exactly who Isaac, the son of Abraham, is, and then he gave me some things about it. He said the Hebrew word, the Hebrew word nah, the Hebrew word nah in Genesis 22, Isaac is called nah, and the word nah means youth, young man, servant, teenager, or young adult. It says what? It's referring to Isaac as the Hebrew word meaning nah, and nah means youth, young man. So here he's saying that Isaac is a youth or a young man, and the nah is used for Isaac. Isaac is called nah in Genesis 22. Let's go on. Then I asked a question. In Genesis 22, Isaac is called nah. Which exact verse? Then he said, you asked a very important question. And here is the exact truth. Isaac is not called nah in Genesis 22. Isaac is not called nah in Genesis 22. The word nah appears in the chapter, but it refers to Abraham's young men servant, not Isaac. Then I asked a further question. You said two contradictory things. The Hebrew word nah, you said in Genesis 22, Isaac is called nah. The word means youth, young man, servant, teenager, and so on. Then you said Isaac is not called nah in Genesis 22. The word nah appears in the chapter, but it refers to Abraham's young men, not to Isaac. Then I asked, which is right? You are right to call that out. Thank you. I made a mistake earlier. Let me be crystal clear. Which is correct? The second statement is correct. Isaac is not called nah in Genesis 22. The occurrence of nah in that chapter refers to Abraham's young men servants, not Isaac. When nah appears in Genesis 22, he took the two of his young men with him, Hebrew nah, Shineh, Nerav, two of his young men servants. Genesis 22, abide he here with the young men. He was telling Isaac to abide with the young men, Hebrew nah, him Anan with young men. Why I sleep? I incorrectly wrote that Genesis 22 was nah for Isaac. That was wrong. The chapter never labeled Isaac as nah. It calls him Abraham's son and shows actions carrying wood, speaking, being bound, that imply immaturity, which is why scholars refer he was a young man. But that reference is not because the text uses the word nah for Isaac in this chapter. What next? I can show that place in the Torah where nah is used for young men to illustrate the words meaning, and so on. So please, I'm saying be careful when you use AI. Don't depend totally upon AI, because AI is amalgamation of what people have said in the internet. Go understand what people have said, and when you Google and so on, some of the news in Google or some of the information in Google is fake. And AI, which is not a human being, it brings into totality everything that is on Google or any search engine. It brings them together. And when it brings them together, it summarizes it and gives you the information. But listen again, listen very carefully. Isaac was a young man. You see, the AI is confused. And he said it made a mistake. Here, AI makes mistakes. Do you understand? AI can make a mistake. Just like you see this place. ChatGPT can make mistakes. But the part of the matter is, Isaac was not a small boy when Abraham took him to the mountain to sacrifice him when God commanded him. He was a young boy. It was a nah. But I'm telling you that, you see, AI gets confused. So that's why you, a Christian, should study the word of God. And you should study the word of God, so that you be equipped, you will be approved, and you will not be ashamed, totally dividing the word of God. You need to study the word of God yourself. AI was confused because of some questions I asked AI, because I realized that according to that verse, the nah was not used for Isaac. It was used for the young men who accompanied Abraham and Isaac to the mountain. It was not used for Isaac in that verse. But the fact of the matter is, Isaac is a young man during that period. Even though that verse is stated, but AI was confused. AI said, I proved that it has made a mistake. So if you're a young man, please don't rely totally upon AI. Don't rely totally upon AI. Study the word of God yourself to be approved upon unto the Lord. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Sometimes I decide to use AI to make some research. But sometimes what I know tells me that the AI is wrong. The artificial intelligence is wrong. Yes. And sometimes the artificial intelligence will tell you, hey, ChatGPT can make mistake. Check important info. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Because what ChatGPT is telling you is based upon the information it has brought together from various areas. Do you understand? Information is brought together. So be very, very careful when don't depend totally upon AI. It will deceive you sometimes. May God bless you. And Dr. Botwe-Chrysolite.